Are there any questions for Ms. Lynn?
I'll make a motion that the board approve resolution N16, acceptance of the 2016 study and survey.
So there's a motion on the floor. Any further questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Ms. McClintock, I know you have to leave at 7.
Yeah.
You gonna still got time to go
hanging
through
on.
one more?
Yeah, he's not playing right now, I just texted.
The next item on the agenda then is our first reading of policy number 2145, suicide prevention. Ms. Sandy Patterson.
Hello.
Hello.
So tonight I'd like to talk to you about the suicide prevention policy I would like to see us implement in the district. There was a state law, RCW 28A32127, that was passed that requires districts to adopt adopt a policy and annually distribute a plan to all our employees for recognition, initial screening, and response to students in emotional behavioral distress. That plan includes training. So we're going to create a plan that tells all of our district staff about training opportunities for staff about warning signs of students in emotional behavioral distress, how to use the expertise of district staff who've been trained, ways to communicate with parents, how to respond when a student is in imminent danger, and post-event supports. The plan also has us identify community partnerships with organizations and agencies for referral of students. I will let you know that I've been here since last year, and Denny and his group started working on this, and it's taken a number of months. This is a very comprehensive plan, and we've been working. I have a team of stakeholders in the district, the psychs, the counselors, the nurses, and the prevention intervention specialists. We're helping to review different aspects of this and giving input. So anyway, I would like to do this. I think it's really important. And would like to recommend that you put this on.
Sandy, would you also say that the things in the plan are things we pretty much are doing? We have a lot of people doing things, and now we're kind of putting it all in one official place, I guess.
Yes, and through Project Aware, there are a lot of resources that are coming into the district. So I can tell you that there are a number of things in here that are in place or have been put in place since I've gotten here, and the grant has been delivered as well.
Thank you.
For instance, we have, the plan requires a memorandum of understanding with one agency in our community, and we are putting those in place with all the mental health agencies, provider agreements, for instance, etc. There's a lot going on.
And those efforts reach beyond suicide prevention.
Yes, so.
I will move that we approve the first reading of policy 2145, suicide prevention as presented.
So there's a motion on the floor. Is there any more questions or comments? I would like to make a comment that with being on the board for almost 8 years and knowing what the district has gone through, I applaud us for being a policy that's started down this process. So, thank you. So we have a motion on the floor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 5-0. And then this will come back to the board again at our next meeting for a second reading.
And I will represent that second reading as Ms. Matheson will be all the way up in accordance.
Yeah, it's getting training on suicide prevention work, actually, that we're putting into the district. So yes, I'll be in Anacortes next 2 Mondays from now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take lots of notes. The next item on the agenda is the approval of revision of policy 6882, sale of real property. Ms. Lynn.
Thank you. In our July edition of WASWA's Policy and Legal News, there was an update for this policy. This update is pursuant to Senate Bill 6194, which was passed in 2016. Our policy was last updated in May of 2013, and this policy update, the Senate bill requires districts to provide a charter school located within the district boundaries a right of first refusal to purchase or lease a closed district facility or property or unused portions of either. So this policy incorporates that in paragraph D. I would like to note, and I'm waiting for this to load, there is one spelling error that was caught in the references where transfer was misspelled, so we'll have to correct that. And my board docs isn't loading, but that was the revision to the policy.
So is there any questions for Ms. Lynn?
I've got a question. Help me understand and clarify this. If a facility of ours is surplus, which this Louisville campus, is this considered surplus?
This is, and so if we were to want to sell or lease this facility, we would need to first offer it to if there is a charter school located within our district. At this point, there are no charter schools.
So is anybody that is in this facility on a lease now?
We have no outside entities on this. It's all school district.
So to follow up on Mr. Biggerell's question, if a building is surplus and therefore, according to OSPI, we cannot use it for our own children's teaching space. However, we could sell it to a charter school and therefore it would be usable for children's learning.
I'm going to backstep and say that I would need to clarify that because since charter schools are now part of the state, it might be that because it's been surplus and built new in lieu, it might not be possible for it. It may be just excess facilities that we have in surplus. So I would have to clarify that with our attorney.
But that doesn't change the need for
No, it
changing
does not.
the policy because that's written straight off the RCW.
It's right off RCW. And like I said, the typo I found is in where we've typed in reference 3933010, sale, exchange, transfer, and transfer's misspelled. So we'll need to correct that before we make this live.
You made a really good point, because not only is this surplus property, but it has to be upgraded to the standards. So, I mean, this could open up a Pandora's box, basically. If a charter school did want to use this property, then we would have a lot of work
Yeah.
and spend a lot of resources to update this property.
Just, I will follow up on that just because now you've raised my curiosity. But as far as the language is straight from our study.
So with that, I need a motion to approve the revision of policy number 6382.
Also,
So we have a motion on the floor. Any further comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Now for our second citizens comment section. I don't believe anybody else has signed up, so I'll ask, is there anybody that wishes to address the board at this time? Board Member Price? Oh, here to me, thank you. Yeah, we have stuff to sign.
Okay, let me sign first.